in case of a fire. This here would be used by a marshal that's on the track, or by a driver if they're out of the car. This will set off the fire extinguisher, which will, when this gets pulled, we have nozzles that go into the engine bay to extinguish the fire. There's 3 in the back, and then there's 2 go in the front for the driver, and those suppress any fire that may be coming from the fuel tank or from the front area, or even an electrical fire under there. So very critical. It looks like this is still working. I can see that moving, but our external one is not, so we'll add that to the list. We'll also inspect our battery, make sure that's nice and secure. All the terminals are tight. Our positive is covered up. We'll just check all of our mounting bolts to make sure all that's tight. Our logbook is here. This is our ballast mount. So we just want to make sure these all look okay. That looks fine. And we'll just generally do a visual inspection of the wiring and all the components to make sure there's nothing that stands out, including the fire suppression system. Things like this camera, these are things that we can adjust on track, and we can just make sure that there's no issues with those. They're not a critical aspect. That's something we can fine tune while we're on the track. We can just play around with it. We just don't want any bolts or anything serious coming off. So everything in here looks okay. Our water bottle mount looks good. All right, so let's move on. All right, so we're back in the trunk here. And again, we're going to check all of our bolts and hardware to make sure that's all good. We can check our coolant level just to make sure that's good. And looks like we're at the minimum mark, so we'll top that off. Our oil level is measured through the cluster, so we will do that at a later time when the car is warmed up. But looks like we're all good here. We just want to make sure all of our ground points. There's a lot of vibrations that happen because of the rigidity of the mounts and suspension, and therefore we want to make sure that nothing vibrates loose like the hardware when we're inspecting everything that's under here. All right, let's pull this intake filter out. Oh, she's definitely seen better days. And we have a little bit of a sealing problem, so we'll have to at the very least clean these filters, if not just replace them. All right, cool. All right, so we're all done under here. We're gonna move our way inside. A couple of things we want to check here is we want to check all of our electronics to make sure that they're all working. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this on. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and roll our key on, and we're gonna check things like our rain light, and that's nice and bright.